Today, we're talking about the highly anticipated Galaxy A36 and how it's set to bring better selfies to the budget market. If you remember last month, we talked about the Galaxy A56 getting a selfie camera upgrade. Well, guess what? The Galaxy A36 is getting in on the action too, and it looks like Samsung is serious about bringing premium camera features to the mid-range lineup. Now, here's what we know so far. According to leaks from our friends over at Galaxy Club, Samsung is planning to fit the Galaxy A36 with a new 12-megapixel selfie camera. At first glance, that might sound like a downgrade because technically, it's lower than the 13-megapixel sensor we've seen in previous A3X models. But there's more to it than just megapixels. This new 12-megapixel sensor is expected to bring significant improvements in color accuracy and low-light performance. And while Samsung hasn't confirmed any details just yet, this camera upgrade could mean sharper and more vibrant selfies, even in challenging lighting conditions. Imagine getting clearer selfies at a budget-friendly price. That's exactly what Samsung is aiming for with the A36. But here's where things get really interesting. Even though both the Galaxy A36 and the Galaxy A56 will have a 12-megapixel selfie shooter, they're not using the same sensor. That's right. These two phones may both feature 12-megapixel front-facing cameras, but they're likely to perform differently. It's possible Samsung has tuned each model to suit different user expectations or even different lighting needs. Unfortunately, we don't have a direct point of reference yet since neither model has hit the market. But based on these leaks, we expect that the Galaxy A36 12-megapixel sensor will still outperform the older 13-megapixel setups seen on previous A3X models. Samsung seems determined to raise the bar when it comes to camera quality across their A-series lineup, and we're all here for it. It's not just the selfie camera that's getting an upgrade. The Galaxy A36 is also rumored to come with a 50-megapixel primary rear camera, which should offer solid detail and color performance for its price range. Details about the ultra-wide and macro cameras are still under wraps, but it's likely they'll be similar to what we've seen on previous A-series models. Looking at Samsung's recent patterns, it seems they're upgrading one key camera feature with each generation. Last year, they focused on improving the primary wide cameras across the A-series, and this time, they're setting their sights on the selfie cameras. If this trend continues, we could see further upgrades in the ultra-wide and macro lenses in future models. Samsung seems to be taking a steady generation-by-generation approach to enhance the A-series cameras. As for when we can expect the Galaxy A36 to hit the shelves, Samsung hasn't confirmed anything officially. But if we go by past release patterns, the Galaxy A36 and A56 are likely to be announced and launched together sometime in the spring of 2025. So mark your calendars and keep an eye out. To sum it up, the Galaxy A36 is shaping up to be an exciting option for anyone looking to get better selfies and solid performance without breaking the bank. With a new 12-megapixel selfie camera, 50-megapixel primary camera, and Samsung's track record of making impressive budget devices, the Galaxy A36 could be one of the best choices for budget-conscious consumers in 2025. What do you think of Samsung's camera upgrade strategy for the A-series? Are you excited about the upcoming Galaxy A36? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the latest smartphones. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Now let's dive into the exciting showdown between two of the biggest heavyweights in the smartphone world, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both of these phones push the boundaries of mobile technology, offering cutting-edge features and exceptional performance. But which one takes the crown as the best big phone of 2024? Let's dive in and compare them side by side. Design. Starting with the design, both phones have distinct looks that reflect their brand identities. The iPhone 16 Pro Max stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163mm at 77.6mm, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3mm at 79mm. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year, the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones, white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like titanium violet and yellow, And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like titanium blue and green. Display. Now, onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery-smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone, the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.